Hey guys, it's Jenna over at the Long Island Alzheimer's and Dementia Center. I do in respite, and today we'll do the second part of what we did on Monday, which was the animal alphabet. So we went all the way up to J, I believe. Did we go? Yeah, we went to J last time. So we did the letters A, B, C. We did D. We did E. We did F. We did G. We did H. We did I. And then we did J. So today we'll start with K, but we'll wait for more people to come in. And again, I'm going to start off by letting you guys know that the comments kind of lag. So if you're commenting and I'm not really responding and you feel like, why? Like, can you see me? Hello? I probably can't, but I will when I log back on, and then I'll see the comments. So sorry about that. That happens to a few people, so you are the chosen one then, if it happens to you. Just think of it that way. So again, we'll wait for more people. In the meantime, we can wait for, in the meantime, we'll just think of words that start with K until more people come in. And again, for people who are just like coming in live, we're doing words, the same thing that we were doing on Monday, and they're words, they're animals, not words, but animals that we're doing down the alphabet, but we're doing animals. So we're going to start with K. So we'll just start now, and again, if you're not watching live, you could just pause it and then play it when you have all of the answers and it goes in your pace. It might be a little bit too quick during live, so whatever you prefer. So let's think of words, animals, that start with K. I'll start first with kitten. Kitten, because that's what I ended with last time. And I don't know if I'm gonna get any comments, so let me look on my computer. I don't know if I'm getting any, or so I hope everybody's doing well. I miss everyone so much. Hope everyone's staying safe, and if there's any resources that you need, just let us know, and we will definitely help you out. Let's see. Sorry about this. I'm just looking to see for the comments. So again, let's think of animals that start with K. Does anybody have any? I don't know if I'm getting any comments. That's why I'm going on my computer. But let's think of animals that start with K. Or critters, or creatures, or whatever you want to call it. Let's see. Computer's lagging today because nobody's working, so it's like, well, not nobody, that's not accurate, but how do I get, it's weird seeing yourself on screen, like when you're not, it's like lagging a little bit on the computer compared to like what I'm doing live, so it's like, I'm like, very weird. Hey Dana, I see. I got the bottom. All right. There's something on the bottom. All right. Okay. People are answering. Okay. All right. Peter. Kangaroo. Yes. Kangaroo. Yes, that's a good one. Australia, again, has another bunch of kangaroos. As adorable as kangaroos are, do not go up to them because they will kick you very hard. Not that I know from personal experience, but that's what I hear. Sorry, again, I'm trying to get the comments. Like, I messed that up. So, kangaroo, we have kitten, kangaroo. Yes. Dana says that we're practically wearing the same outfit, and she definitely has a taste in isolation outfits, for sure. So I can see it. Dana, I could see your comments on my phone, but I can't see anybody else's. So, I don't know if anybody else is saying anything with the K, but, let's see. Koala. We have koala that starts with a K, which is an adorable animal. Why is this not working? It's alright. Sorry, guys. I just want to see. Hey, Lauren! Douglas says hi. Alright, I can see some people's comments, so I'll just stick with that. So anybody else have any other animals that start with K? Okay, sorry about that, guys. Alright, we'll go to the letter L. Animals that start with L. Can we think of any animals that start with L? This animal spits, I believe. I believe it spits at you, maybe? But again, technically we all spit. Maybe not technically. There might be creatures that don't spit. Like creatures that live underwater, do they spit? Because they're in water. Lamb, leopard, ladybug, that's good, that's nice. Leopard. Llama, we have llama. Yes, guys. The lamb. We have ligers, which apparently are a thing, which I just recently found out. But I don't know if that's like real or not, or it's just wishful thinking for some people. That sounds kind of painful. Anybody else have any animals that start with L that we can share? And again, if you're not watching live, just comment and we could see it when other people watch it. Let's see. So we'll go to M now. Can we name animals that start with M? Interesting. The ones that they say are like super interesting. I've never heard of either one of these two that they give. They just give two to give us like a little bit of a start. Anybody know that animals that start with the letter M? lagging a lot. A lot of it's lagging. Lauren, I just got with the L's. I see now. You put lemur, lightning bugs, lizard, laboratory retriever. Okay, dog. I was like, wait, what is it? Yes, and lion, and M's. Okay, so mongoose, what is that? I clearly am not cultured with all of the animals because I cannot even pronounce them. Peter says mangoes. I don't know what that is. But that is a good one because I don't know what it is. I don't know how to pronounce it either. Mangoose. Anybody else have any animals that start with M? Here we have a muskrat, very interesting, and a mink, which I don't know necessarily what that is. Does anybody know what those are? I have to keep refreshing the page to get the comments, so that's why there's like a lag. So I apologize. Oh, a monkey. A monkey's good too. A monkey. I don't know. If I ever saw a monkey, that would be really cool though. A mongoose. Yes, that's another good one. A mongoose. And a mosquito? I don't know if that's really considered an animal, but that's like alright. Creatures. That we have a mosquito. Alright, we'll go to the next letter of the alphabet, which is N, I believe. So, can we think of any animals that start with N? I can't. Then, let's see. I wish I could give hints for these, but I don't know. Let me look it up and maybe I can give better hints, because I don't even know what this would be. A newt. Newt. Anybody else know any animals that start with N? I'll look this up. And I can give hints. It's a rainy day outside today. It's all rainy. But at the same time, it's very nice to know that we all have places to stay when it rains, so we don't get wet. You know? All the other animals are outside getting wet right now. Anybody else have any animals that start with N? If not, we'll just move on. Because this one, I'm looking it up, and I don't know any of the animals that start with an N. And my computer's lagging, so I can't really get everybody's comments, and I can't think of anything else, so I'm just going to move on, and then if you do have more, just write it down, and then people will see the comments, and it will help them, with some answers. The next animal starts with an O. Can we think of any animal that starts with an O? We have an otter. Otter. Any other animals that start with an O? A possum, believe it or not, starts with an O. It's a little deceiving because it sounds like a P. But when you spell it out, it starts with an O. Very deceiving stuff. Very deceiving stuff. Alright, we'll go to the next. If you have more, just shoot those out in the comments, or just write them in the list. If you're home and you're not watching live, just write it down. Just say it out loud. Whatever works for you. The next letter we have is P. Do we have any animals that start with the P? One of them is kind of like they have a shoe brand called this, and it starts with a P, and a lot of people wear it as a shoe brand, and it's 4 letters. Puma. We have Puma. And then we have another animal that starts with a P that some of the hints I'll give, the one that I'm thinking of, they're kind of pointy. They're very pointy, and yeah, I don't really know too much. This is really tumbling me in terms of animals that I need to do some research on. Like, you think you know them, but you don't. You just see them on TV. This animal starts with a P. It's very pointy. What is this animal that I'm thinking of? Porcupine. A porcupine. Yes, so we have a porcupine. We have a puma. What other animals start with P? We have a panda bear. We have a parrot. A parrot's one. Those, you gotta be careful with what you say around a parrot. It's all fun and games until they start screaming profanity. What is this animal that starts with a P that is a bird that doesn't fly? They go in the cold and they bundle up and they waddle. My favorite fun fact is that when they find the love of their life, they look around for the perfect pebble to present to their loved one. And then if they accept it, then they mate. And I think that is really cute and adorable because it shows the kind of personality that other animals have. The fact that they can go around and pick out the uniqueness of picking out which pebble they want to present. And I always feel very connected when I go to the beach and I look for shells. And I'm like, this is what penguins do. And it's very, very connecting. We all are very much alike in a lot of ways that it's good to acknowledge. So, penguins. And we have, this is a bird. It's very beautiful colors that starts with a P. There's actually a lot of animals that start with a P. If anyone could just, share animals that start with a P. And going back to O, I see now Lauren just said ostrich, octopus, and orange tabby, which is all great answers. Great answers. And thank you for those. Those are really good. So, with the P's, what other animals do we have? Peacock. We have a peacock. They're very beautiful in colors and such a natural, it's so beautiful to see birds with just such beauty and natural colors. It's amazing what, we have. Panther. This panther, they're very fast creatures. We have a panda bear. I believe I said that, but maybe not. A pelican. Can anybody think of anything else? A parakeet. Yes, we have a parakeet. Any other animals that start with P? We're gonna go to Q then. We're gonna go to Q. Any animals that start with a Q? Which might be very interesting. Very interesting. Most of them contain like queen statuses. So like queen bee, queen, etc. So this one might be a little difficult, so maybe we'll just skip over Q, just for all of our sanities. So, oh no, I'll get that later. I dropped my pen on top of my foot, and thankfully it didn't hurt too bad. Alright, we're gonna skip that and go to R. Can we think of any animals that start with an R? One of the ones that I'm thinking of happens on Christmas time, and they drive Santa's sleigh. What animal drives Santa's sleigh? We have reindeer. Reindeer drive Santa's sleigh. Any other animals that start with an R? One animal that sometimes goes outside of people's homes at night and people kind of get spooked because they can have some diseases on them and they go into the garbage. They have black eyes usually, and they're really small and like, my opinion, cute looking. Anybody have what I'm thinking of? It starts with an R. And it looks like they're wearing glasses. It looks like they're wearing really big glasses with ink on them, and then then they take them out, and then they're wearing all black. My kitty's meowing, so if you hear a bunch of meows, that's what it is. I don't want to let her in during this because she meows. She's a very talkative kitty, which is very great. I love communicating with her and understanding what she needs, but at the same time, there's a time and a place. So anybody else think of any animals that start with R? We have a rabbit. We have a rabbit. Definitely with Easter coming up on Sunday. We got a rabbit. And there's a bunch of little rabbits outside now because it's getting warmer out. And, you know, then they're less scared, you know, because not many people are outside anymore. So, like, they feel a little less intimidated to come out and, you know, all that fun stuff for them. Can we think of any others? But we'll just move on. We'll just move on to the next letter, which is S. Can we think of any animals that start with an S? The one that I'm specifically thinking of, it's you don't want to get too close and anger it because it might spray you. And if you get sprayed, you're going to smell bad. It's going to be all stinky. Can we think of an animal that starts with an S that you don't want to go near because it might spray you with stinky stuff? Skunk. You don't want to get sprayed by a skunk. I hear that's bad, very bad. My favorite animal that's outside starts with an S, and fun fact about these creatures. One thing, they live in trees. Well, they love trees. They collect nuts. They're little, they have bushy tails. They usually go in twos. A lot of them like to have a duo. That's why when you run around, they run around, you see two of them. But fun fact about these creatures is that they hide all their nuts, right? But they forget where they hide their nuts. So out of every 10 nuts that they bury and they hide, they only find 2 of them. So there's 8 nuts out there that they plant, and then they become trees. So, I almost said the answer, but it is squirrels. Squirrels. Bunch of fun facts about squirrels. They work very hard. They're very hard-working animals. But then when they enjoy the sun, they're good creatures. Can we think of any other animal that starts with an S? Sheep. We have sheep. You heard sheep. Do a bunch of stuff with sheep. Starfish. What is this animal that starts with an S that's in water? They like to stay on and usually land, but it's usually ice. They're big, they're slimy, they look slimy, they're not slimy, but they're dark. They get eaten a lot by other bigger animals in the water than them, or bigger creatures in the water than them. They are seals. Seals. How about this little creature? It has a shell, and they slime around on the ground, and sometimes in France, sometimes they eat them. We'll eat them every place, but like usually I think of France when they eat these creatures. And it's a 4-letter word. They go really slow. They slime really slow, and they have a shell on them. Can we think of any animal or creature that starts with an S that has a shell that's just sliding along? And sometimes you eat them. A snail. We have a snail here. Let's see. We have a spider. Spider that starts with an S. Can we think of it any more? A swan. Swan. I don't know why I said it like that. A swan. What is this? They have a whole week on TV devoted to this. if in the water they have sharp teeth, and they even have movies about this, getting attacked by this, and, you know, all of these scary, you know, things that we're gonna say about these creatures in the water, beautiful creatures in the water. Some people swim with them. Sometimes they swim them with a cage, and sometimes they swim without a cage, and they're swimming with them. Maybe it's to get their adrenaline pumping. Maybe it's to just, they understand that sharks, I just said the answer. Sharks. Sharks, they don't want to eat humans. Usually when there is an attack, they don't realize that it's a human. And they usually don't. They just usually leave them alone once they bite. But unfortunately, it could be fatal, and it's very sad, of course. But they're not malicious, crazy animals that, you know, movies and Hollywood portrays them to be, like Sharknado and all of that stuff. So let's do a few more. Let's do a T. Do we have any animals that start with T? We'll just end with this, because there's actually a lot that start with a T. So we'll just end with this one. Do we have any animals that start with a T? So, one I'm thinking of that starts with a T, it's a large cat. It's a large cat, usually orange. Usually, I believe most of them are. I think they all are. But again, don't quote me. Anybody know any animal that starts with a T that's orange? It looks like a big cat. You don't want to be in their crosshairs in wild nature. It's a tiger. It's a tiger. There's a lot of things now, a lot of documentaries about these tigers, but, you know, in the wild, they're very beautiful creatures. Can we think of any other animal that starts with a T? This one is a type of frog, and usually, that's a type of frog. Oh, that starts with a T, and they usually consider it, I guess, like the ugly one, which is very mean. But we're all beautiful in our own ways. Toad, and Lauren, tabby, like you were saying before, tabby cat. And we have a toad. Can we think of any other animals that start with T? Anybody have anything? Alright, guys. So, we will just end it there, with the T's. I hope everybody enjoyed it, and, you know, sorry about the lag today. It feels like a very, interesting day today. So I hope everyone's doing really well. I miss everybody, and, you know, we all are thinking about you guys, and hoping you guys are doing okay, and keeping yourself stimulated, and to, you know, make sure you guys are active, mentally, physically, and all of the above. And I hope that everybody's doing well, like I said. Have a good Easter on Sunday. I know it's not ideal situation, but at the same time, do something special for yourself and your family. So, thank you again, everyone, for participating, and I'll see you guys again next week.